Hello and welcome to video 2 of the Coders Bracket tutorial videos, where I will be discussing how to choose the winner of your March Madness bracket by selecting the team to win that has the least number of losses. And again, as in all the tutorial videos, you can find the code up in the examples. So let's check out this least losses code. If you watched video 1 where we chose the winner by the seed, this should look very familiar. As always, I'm going to delete this code now. You can always get it back by going to examples, least losses, and I'm going to code this up from scratch and explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So we're going to need a function, and this function is going to run for each game in the tournament. And so I have a game, and I have team 1 and team 2, and the purpose of the function is to determine the winner. So again, I'm going to open my curly brackets and close my curly brackets, and inside here, the code goes inside the curly brackets, right? It goes inside here. Great. So we're going to place our code inside the curly brackets. So our goal is to choose the winner by who has the least losses. So one thing I could do is, all right, I have this strategy. I want to choose the winner by the least losses. One thing I could do is I could go to the documentation, and I could go look up for something that will help me. What could help me? Oh, here. The number of losses that a team has is the property losses, number of losses. Well, that's helpful. So I think I'm going to be able to use this property of the teams. See, we have the team 1 and team 2 objects have all these properties, and one of them is losses. So let's use that. Great. So I'm going to use our friend the if statement, write if, and now I open the parentheses and I close the parentheses, and inside here this is going to be true or false, right? And I'm going to let's set up the rest of my if. So I open the curly brackets and I close the curly brackets, and will happen if what's inside here is true. Okay? And then I'm going to use the else keyword to say, and open my curly brackets, close my curly brackets, and this code is going to run if whatever is inside the parentheses is false. So now I've got to come up with something to go inside my parentheses right here. So I'm trying to choose the winner by the least number of losses. So I want to say something like, if team 1 I'm going to paste this in, losses, I got that from the documentation, if team 1's losses are less, so if the number of losses that team 1 has is less than the number of losses that team 2 has, team 2 losses, what do I want to happen? So team 1's losses are less than team 2's losses. I'm looking for the least number of losses, so I want team 1 to win the game. So team 1, and then we have our wins game function, wins the game function. And this is going to tell the program, hey, I've decided that team 1 is winning the game. Great. And otherwise, if team, if this is not true, if team 1's losses are not less than team 2's losses, then we want the opposite to happen. We want team 2 to win the game. And this is because team 2 now has less losses than team 1. So let's get rid of this comment. And let's see what happens. Great. So it looks like Kentucky went to battle with a lot of teams, and so did Villanova, and those were the teams with the least losses for their side. So Kentucky had the least losses on this side and got through the tournament, and Villanova had the least losses for its section of the tournament. They ended up in the finals, and Kentucky had the least losses. So Kentucky is the champion for this bracket. As always, you can save your bracket by entering your information, hitting Save Bracket, and that can enter you for wonderful prizes and glory in the future. I will see you in the next video.